All right, what's up everyone? Welcome back. I just wanted to do my quick first thoughts and overview of the Shehds cold sparkler. They just came in. Shout out to Shehds for hitting me up, sending them to me. It's definitely with all your support. I really appreciate it. Just about 200 subscribers now, and you know, I just can't wait for the future. I can't wait to keep building and making these videos better. So anyway, here is the big bag of fire powder. We got the indoor versions. This costs about $30 per bag. Is about 10 bags. I'm thinking it's going to be about 1 to 2 bags per event. You know, for a few hours. They should last about per bag. With these sparklers, they're only meant to be shot off in 30-second bursts, and you can do that up to 2 times. So beyond that, you really want to let them cool off. So they're going to be perfect for the grand entrances. You know, couples coming in, hitting them 30 seconds to a minute is going to be perfect enough time for them to get awesome photos, do their first dance, and then we're going to have at least 2 to 3 minutes more to use later on during the party, you know, on the drops, sparks, have some fun. So here's the rest of the accessories that they gave me. We're going to use the remotes today. One of the big things about the remotes is it came without a battery. I had to get this A23 battery. You know, it's kind of like a mini AA or whatever. So I did have to buy that. It cost me about $5 per battery over there at Walgreens, but we got that ready to go. And we already poured in some powder. You got it open. Here's what the insides of the bags look like. You know, pretty standard. This is the Shehds powder itself. You know, I definitely wanted to keep it within the same brand. I did have to pay for the powders myself, but Shehds did supply the cold spark. So once again, shout out to Shehds. I really appreciate you. I can't wait to do a full review after I get a few uses out of these, and you know, we'll check it all out. As far as the other stuff that came in the bag, we did get some DMX cables, which is cool. It would have been really awesome if this was actually a PowerCon extension cable though. That's super essential. As you can see right now, I kind of have them just run with each of their own power cords. Of course, at the gig, you know, we'll put more extensions on them, get them all down, you know, nicely with some gaffer's tape. But for now, that's what they are. They each came with their own power cables. If we take a look at the back, it's pretty robust design. I mean, it is metal, as it should be with this type of equipment. You know, you have a fan there, some really nice solid buttons, a nice power switch. You got your power in, your power through, your DMX. So we're gonna hope to run it through DMX. It's pretty, you know, heavy duty handles here, which is nice. I don't think a lot of cold sparks have the actual handles. So we got the handles going, and yeah, this is where you would actually fill them up here. So as you can see, we already got some powder in there. I used about half the bag. So half a bag in this one, half a bag in the second one. And here's the other side. Here's the big fan with the filter. So one of the most important things about the cold sparks is keeping them clean. So replacing this filter, cleaning this filter out, whatever you got to do, every gig, they need to be cleaned out. They need to be shot off until they don't shoot anymore. And then those filters need to stay extremely clean. That's how we're going to keep things safe. You know, of course, this is a Class D fire extinguisher required for this material, for the actual powder itself. You cannot put this flame out without a Class D fire extinguisher. So they actually have aerosol versions of them. I think that's going to be plenty for the amount of combustible that we use. Of course, once the sparks are actually up in the air, they don't catch on stuff, you know. But you always want to keep things safe, keep best practices, always treat the sparks as if they can catch on fire. So yeah, let's get them turned on. We'll flip the switches back here, and of course they need to heat up for a couple minutes. We'll flip the switch on the back of this one here. And yeah, we can see the lights here. So I already had them kind of heating up earlier so that way it wouldn't take too long. We can see maybe we got a ready light here. We still got a heat light going on here. So again, it's my very first time shooting them off here, and we'll see what happens. All right, we waited for a little while. We got pictures of the temperature going up, so we can display that for you. But right now, if you come down to the screen here, we have the ready lights officially. We have our DMX flashing. We got all of our lights good. Heat is actually off, it looks like, so no longer is it heating up. So that's another indicator that it's ready. Same thing on the back here. So let me go ahead and grab the remote and make sure everything is safe here with the rest of the fire powder. And let's see, where's my second remote? All right, let's see if they all go both with the same one. All right, here we go. I'm gonna press it on the medium setting. Let's see. Okay. There we go, there we go. There it is. It's the very, very first one. All right, that's a nice stream right there. So this is just a medium setting. Let's see if we can stop it. There we go. All right, nice. So again, that was the very, very first spray. So of course, it's gonna take a minute to get through the auger and all that stuff and into the heating element. So that's why it wasn't as strong. But you can see once it picked up, it gave a really nice strong flow, and that's the key with the sparklers that's going to set the cheap ones apart from the better designed ones, and that's how strong those sparks come out, how bright they display. I mean, this is just the indoor powder, and you can see how much they went up. So let's go ahead, let's hit the highest one, let's give it a real good test, and let's take a look again. So again, all right, let's do one of these. Okay, yeah, I mean, it's warm, but I mean, it doesn't really feel like much. So yeah, pretty cool. And there's the 30 seconds. So it has an auto shut off after the 30 seconds. So make sure, again, I can hit it again for another 30 seconds, but after that, you know, you're really you're risking it, and in the manual it tells you to stop after 2 30-second bursts if you're going to run it for 30 seconds at a time like that. So yeah, you can see 30 seconds was actually a pretty considerable long time. You know, they're not firing off both at the same time. I have to look at how to get both of the remotes to go at the same time, but again, this is the very first time we're firing off, very first time these machines have had powder ran through them, and I mean, super excited so far. The biggest thing that I wanted to check out actually too, and the reason why I did this outside instead of indoors, was the mess. So we just ran it a couple bursts. If you can take a look on the ground, I don't see any black mist or anything. I mean, the ground is pretty much spotless from what I can see. And I mean, that's my biggest concern with these things, running them, having to get that broom, having to have the dust on stuff, on my equipment if I set it up too close. No good. So far, really, really good first impressions. No dust on the ground. And yeah, let's keep running them. I'm gonna need to burn these, I'm gonna need to burn all of the powder that I put in out. And yeah, this one's not coming out. So it could be an air pocket in this one even. You know, as the powder goes through the auger is what's like almost grinding that powder, pushing it through. So yeah, something's going on with this one. We might have to revisit that one, but clearly this one's good. Maybe it looks like what? Maybe about a 12 foot. I think it's supposed to go up to 15 feet. You know, it looks like we're at about 12 feet or so there. So still pretty high. I mean, I don't want it super high, especially my plan is to run these indoors more so than anything. I want them for those grand entrances, and I want them for the actual dance floors. So super cool. Yeah, let's keep running them. This one, we can hear it blowing. I can even feel it, but yeah, nothing there. So I'm not exactly sure. We'll go ahead and power this one down. Let's actually stop this for a second and just do this little impromptu. See if I can just turn this one off. We're actually gonna power it completely down. Let's see if we can open this up, take a look inside. And yeah, I mean, maybe we can shake some of that powder down, see if we can get it to feed into that auger a little bit better. All right, turn it back on. Let me see. This might need to heat up a little bit more. Yeah, so we'll let that heat up again. Let's keep burning this one, make sure it goes. I mean, right away it came up. The flow is super strong right now. Again, that's the highest setting right there. And yeah, pretty cool. I mean, you can see some particles there on my hand, but yeah, super fine particles, and that's probably because it is the indoor powder. So yeah, let me take a look at this one. Okay, yeah. So this one I'm gonna have to play around a little bit more with, and that's why we open them up, you know, and do things. So I'm sure Shehds will help me out a lot. and we'll see. I'll send them an email if I need to, and I'll get back to you guys to see what's going on with this. It did start to spray a little bit. I mean, the fan's definitely working to blow the sparks. The powder inside looked like it was all pretty flat into the auger, so could be the auger itself that just isn't moving to move the powder. We'll have to wait and see. I'll let you know how it goes with that one, and hope to show you guys these in a ton more gig vlogs during this season. I got some big events coming, and if you guys want to know anything about these for the full review video, definitely let me know. And I appreciate y'all's support, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. So after playing with it for a little bit, yeah, I cleared out all of the powder, and the auger down there is moving, so I'm not really sure what's going on. I also wanted to show this here. You know, there is a little bit of debris there around the actual unit itself, but yeah, not too bad on the floor. Definitely I'm going to shoot a video showing, you know, more of an inside space, not the concrete. It might show up a little bit more there, so definitely stay tuned for that. But I just kind of wanted to share this, and you know, auger is actually moving in there. We got some powder, but it's just not getting fed through. We definitely have air, we have warm air, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, appreciate y'all, and that's the final update from here. Thanks.